CTV News, Vancouver Island Report.
Good evening. Hudson Mack is away tonight. First Nations up and down Vancouver Island are joining the national movement known as Idle No More. They're gathering together to speak with one voice, a voice of opposition to the federal government. In Port Alberni today, dozens of people representing 9 First Nations rallied at a college campus in support of the Saskatchewan chief who started it all with a hunger strike on Parliament Hill. CTV's Jet Bassey has more from Port Alberni. Jet?
Well, Andrew, Idle No More was started by 4 women and now has blossomed into a national campaign. First Nation groups across the country are gathering together to raise their concerns. Today in Port Alberni, 9 First Nation groups banded together to voice their frustrations. The Idle No More movement is going strong in the Alberni Valley. More than 50 members of local First Nations gather to share traditional songs and share information about their future.
My goal was to bring awareness, to wake people up to see what's really going on with the government of Canada.
The Idle No More banner is stretching from coast to coast, a grassroots movement that began in Saskatchewan and now includes First Nations across Canada.
This is about joining the movement against Bill C-45 that Harper has imposed.
Bill C-45 makes changes to environmental laws and to the Indian Act. Critics say those changes violate treaty rights.
The survival of my next generation and family, of our safe land and water and our resources to be able to sustain it and make sure that it's there for future generations and not just let it all go because of money.
The Idle No More movement is sweeping the country. Many believe these demonstrations will allow First Nations to have their say in Ottawa.
Bill C-45 has already been passed. It's time now to let the Canadians know that this is happening. And it seems to me like the First Nations now are like the last line of defense.
Chief Theresa Spence is in the 3rd week of a hunger strike. She says she'll live on only fish broth and water until Prime Minister Stephen Harper agrees to meet with her. She has asked First Nations across the country to band together and hit Ottawa with one voice, and they're answering her call. Today, 9 First Nations were represented at this demonstration in Port Alberni.
It's important to show Harper and his government and his cohorts that we are one.
Today's demonstration is peaceful, but bigger and bolder gatherings are planned. Aboriginal activists are calling for rail and border crossing blockades tomorrow, hoping more aggressive demonstrations will force the Prime Minister to meet with Chief Spence. Chief Theresa Spence is in day 25 of her hunger strike, and today she implemented a 72-hour deadline for the Prime Minister to meet her. One thing for sure is that the Idle No More movement is showing no signs of slowing down. Andrew?
Thanks, Jet.